when Brian goes Gabe goes down, showing my age here. What goes through your mind?
Yeah, I mean, you don't want to see that ever. You don't want to see a teammate hurt, and I'm glad we battled back for him and won the game for him.
What did you see on your goal?
Yeah, I just I found some open ice there. Kenny made a good shot through. Tone got a tip on that, and bounced to me, and all I had to do was put it in the net.
How would you describe your weekend?
Yeah, it was good. I think obviously the production was there, and I just want to keep that going and stay consistent. I think we had some good efforts as a line together, so I think we just want to continue that kind of effort going the rest of the way.
It's been 4 physical games since New Year's Eve. How do you think you guys have come through it? Obviously the wins are the big thing, but it's been a physical test for you guys.
Yeah, that's the kind of brand of hockey we want to play. I think it helps us and gives us every advantage. Like you saw, Pacioretty makes a great hit and Willie gets a good chance in front. That's the kind of game we want to play. So, the more we can do that, the better.
What were you bringing on the mentors?
Last one, guys.
Were you bringing on the mentors trip?
I'm bringing my older brother, Phil.
Yeah. What does this mean to him, do you think?
Yeah, I think it's probably nostalgic for him. Obviously he played hockey too, so being in a locker room, being around the guys, I think he's probably missing it a little bit. So, but I'm happy he's here. It's going to be a fun time for him and all of us.
First off, any word on Jake?
Yeah, upper body. I mean, I think we'll see tomorrow how he is. Yeah, I can't give you any really news on it.
What did you think when you dropped in there and then he fell himself? What do you guys do the fight? And then, what did you think?
What did I think? Well, I didn't like it. I didn't like what I saw. I'll tell you that. I mean, he's doing what he's sticking up for his team and his teammate, and we all really appreciate that. But I do not like seeing that happen.
How concerning is it, considering he's already had the
Yeah,
head
it is
injury with
concerning.
puck to the
Yeah,
head?
it's concerning for sure. Like I said, I don't like seeing it, but it's a tough one.
What did you think of Dennis's game tonight?
Very good. Thought he big part of the win. Made some key saves, couple key saves in OT. Pretty calm and cool in there. Played the puck well. He looked good. Looked solid.
You mentioned last night that you wanted the defense to get a little bit more active and hear a couple of goals.
Yeah, no, it was big. Our D, I give him a lot of credit tonight, going down 5. And against a tough team, like they come hard. So he grinded it out. I thought that they did a real good job in our own zone with breaking pucks out, defending, and simple things like that. But getting 2 goals from him was huge.
You talked last night about the ability your team had to stay within the structure and stay patient, not get carried away.
Yeah,
Is that an example of that tonight?
Third period came out and gave up, 1 scoring chance, 5-on-5. So, I mean, that's just really good hockey by us. Gutsy. I thought it was a gutsy win. I thought that Philly's hard to play against. They're quick, they're fast, they play hard, and they had legs. So it was a difficult game for us.
All 4 games in the streak have had that physical element. You must be pleased that your team has stood up to that.
For sure. We had some good hits tonight, like physical hits that I thought were really important in the game. And we battled, the team's battling. It's not always pretty. You go through these stretches where you're not scoring a lot. You may not be getting a lot of scoring chances, but we're staying with it and finding a way to win.
Does that remind you at all of your Blues team from 2019?
I mean, yeah, to a certain extent. I mean, I think that team played with an identity every night, and I find our team is really starting to trend now, playing with that identity every night and staying patient, not forcing things too much. And it's, you're going to have a lot of difficult games where, it's not easy hockey, it's hard hockey. And it's only going to get more difficult now down the stretch, in my opinion. So
The mentors trip coming up.
Yeah.
What does that do for team morale to have?
that's great. We had him in there for the meeting, and this the players and trainers and coaches, whoever wanted to bring a mentor. I mean, it's exciting and it's great for those guys because they love it. They love being in the meetings and hearing how we talk and show video and do things like that. So it's a special trip, whether it's father's, mother's trip, and it's the first time I've been on a mentor's trip.
Pretty unique having Joe Thornton.
Yeah, I think it's great. It's great to see him, special player, obviously, great player for a long time in this league. And, he's pretty close to a lot of these guys from playing here and stuff. So it's great to have him with us. It'll be fun.
Are you going to take credit?
Leafs all in on center hunt. Treliving's bold moves could shape Toronto's future. As a die-hard Toronto Maple Leaf supporter, it's hard not to get excited about the latest trade buzz surrounding the team. Brad Treliving, the Leafs general manager, appears poised to make some daring moves to strengthen the squad's depth down the middle. The whispers of significant trades are growing louder, and Elliot Friedman of Sportsnet has added fuel to the fire with his recent revelations. The situation has become even more pressing as the Leafs grapple with the ongoing upper body injury to team captain Auston Matthews. Matthews has already missed the last 4 games, and while the team is doing its best to stay afloat, the need for reinforcements at center is undeniable. Treliving, it seems, is ready to part with valuable assets to address this glaring need. The center's on Treliving's radar. Names like Jake Evans from the Montreal Canadiens, Brock Nelson from the New York Islanders, and the Philadelphia Flyers' Morgan Frost have been mentioned as potential targets. These players bring a mix of experience and skill, each offering something unique to the Leafs lineup. But, as Friedman highlighted during his appearance on the Fan 590's The Fan Hockey Show, the price tags for these players vary significantly. That's the number one thing he's, Treliving, been looking at all season, Friedman noted, emphasizing the GM's focus on finding the right fit at center. This isn't just about plugging a hole, it's about finding a player who can elevate the team to new heights. Priorities in focus. While some fans might argue that the Leafs need help on defense, Friedman suggested that Treliving's primary focus is elsewhere. They did a lot of their work in the off-season. I think now there's a question if they need to go find someone to play with Morgan Rielly, he explained. But, it's not their number one priority. I believe their number one thing all season has been, let's find another center. This clear focus on center depth speaks volumes about Treliving's strategy. The Leafs are willing to pay a hefty price, but there's a caveat: the player must come with term. Why term matters? The preference for term isn't just a strategic move, it's a sign that Treliving is thinking long-term. Rentals can be tempting, especially for a team looking to make a deep playoff run, but they often come with risks. One of the things I've heard is that if they're going to spend assets on a center, they would prefer it to be someone with term, Friedman revealed. This approach ensures that any trade made benefits the Leafs beyond the immediate future. Internal struggles and potential fits. Internally, the Leafs have tried to find solutions. Fraser Minton showed promise earlier this season, but the organization prefers to let him develop further with the Marlies. Meanwhile, the Leafs' current lineup has struggled to maintain its depth in Matthews' absence. One intriguing option could be Vincent Trocheck from the New York Rangers. With the Rangers facing their own challenges, could they be persuaded to part with a player like Trocheck, who already has chemistry with Leaf stars from last year's All-Star game? The road ahead. As the calendar flips to 2025, the trade deadline looms larger. Treliving's actions in the coming months will undoubtedly shape the Leafs' playoff aspirations and potentially their long-term future. For Leafs fans, the anticipation is palpable. Every move, every rumor, and every game feels like a piece of the puzzle. Treliving's willingness to swing for the fences shows a commitment to bringing a championship to Toronto, a dream that has eluded the franchise for far too long. Why this matters? This isn't just another season. This is a chance for the Leafs to solidify their identity as a contender. With Matthews expected to return and the possibility of a major trade to bolster the lineup, the team is poised to make a statement. Treliving's boldness, combined with the team's potential, makes it an exhilarating time to be a Leafs fan. Whether it's Evans, Nelson, Frost, or another unexpected addition, one thing is clear: the Leafs are in it to win it. So, buckle up, Leafs Nation. The journey ahead promises to be as thrilling as it is unpredictable. Treliving's moves could define the legacy of this team, and, hopefully, end the championship drought that has haunted Toronto for decades. The weight of expectations. The Leafs are no strangers to the pressure of the spotlight. Toronto is a hockey city, and the Maple Leafs are its beating heart. Every move made by management is scrutinized, every decision debated endlessly by fans and analysts alike. Treliving stepped into a challenging role when he took over as GM, and his willingness to take bold steps shows he understands the weight of these expectations. What makes this moment particularly critical is the team's current window of contention. With stars like Auston Matthews, Mitch Marner, and William Nylander in their